Hello guys! Welcome back to TFD, the Fever Den, where we keep it real, keep it honest, and most importantly, we keep it fever-focused. Do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and don't forget to slap that bell notification so you never miss when we talk Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Alright, so listen what I'm about to say. Might ruffle some feathers. Might start a little argument in the comments. And that's okay. That's what we're here for. Debate. Passion. Honest talk. So here's what we're doing today. We're going through the Indiana Fever roster and figuring out who deserves to stay on Caitlin Clark's team next season. Who fits? Who doesn't? Who needs to be riding this wave with CC and Aaliyah Boston? And who needs to find the exit? Caitlin Clark, the franchise. Let's not kid ourselves. We know why we're here. We know who the centerpiece of this team is. The Indiana Fever, in one single draft night, turned the keys over to Caitlin Clark, the most polarizing and exciting rookie in recent WNBA history. She's the engine, the quarterback, the face of the franchise. Every conversation about building this team, every free agent, trade, rotation decision, all of it starts and ends with, does this work with Caitlin Clark? So yes, she's not even a question. She's the first name on the sheet when we talk about who's staying. Aaliyah Boston, the Twin Tower partner. Next up, Aaliyah Boston. This one's obvious too. You cannot ask for a better pick-and-roll partner for Caitlin Clark. Aaliyah is young, physical, incredibly smart on the court, and perhaps more importantly, humble. She doesn't need 25 touches to stay involved. She just gets the job done. Whether it's those short rolls, the pick-and-pop flashes, or just owning the glass, Boston is Clark's ideal frontcourt sidekick. That 1-2 game. It's unstoppable. It's the best guard big punch in the W. Don't at me. Verdict. Keep. Cornerstone piece. Chloe Bibby, a stretch four with upside. Now this might surprise some folks. Chloe Bibby, yes, the player who signed a 7-day contract and barely got floor time. But even in limited action, you can tell what she brings to the table. A stretch four who can shoot the lights out? Sign me up. That's exactly what you want when your offense runs through a spacing wizard like Clark. With AB on the inside and Bibby stretching the floor, defenders are going to have to pick their poison. She's raw. She's unproven. But there's promise there. Real promise. Verdict. Keep. Low risk. High reward. Sydney Carlson, the locker room vet. Okay, we gotta talk. Sydney Carlson is a WNBA veteran. A personality. A locker room presence. But at 35 years old, what's the value on the court? She's not bringing you minutes that move the needle. She's not knocking down shots consistently. She's basically a morale booster in a jersey. Now, do I want her around Caitlin and the young squad? Sure, maybe. If she's open to a veteran minimum and being more mentor than rotation piece. But if she's expecting regular minutes? Sorry, I gotta pass. Verdict. Step. Appreciate you. Time to move on. Sophie Cunningham, the blonde bomber. Listen, say what you want about Sophie Cunningham, but one thing's for sure, she rides for her teammates. When things get heated, when tempers flare, Sophie is in the middle of it, defending Caitlin Clark, getting under the skin of opponents, and letting that 3-ball fly. You need a player like this. She spaces the floor, brings toughness, and isn't afraid to squabble if someone gets chippy with the franchise. She's got the attitude, the jumper, the grit. Verdict. Keep. 100%. Damaris Dantas. Solid, but replaceable. Now here's where it gets dicey. Dantas has been cool, serviceable, stretchy at times. But at this point, you can do better. She's not giving you enough to justify keeping her around, especially with younger, more explosive options like Bibby or Timson in the mix. No hate, but this is a business. Verdict. Step. With respect. Natasha Howard, mixed feelings. Natasha Howard is one of those players who'll give you 20 and 10 one night and look completely out of rhythm the next. She's inconsistent. She's talented, sure, but you can't afford question marks in big games. And for her price tag, I need more consistent production, period. If the price is right and the bench role is accepted, maybe. But if she still wants to be the star, nah. Verdict. Step. Move up off her. Lexi Hull, the unsung hero. Lexi Hull is everything you want from a glue player. She's picking up 94 feet. She's crashing boards. She's knocking down timely threes. She's being that defensive menace who makes life miserable for the other team's best guard. You can't replace this kind of energy. She's a blue-collar hooper with first-class effort. This is the type of player you win with. Verdict: keep. Indispensable role player. Ari McDonald, the spark plug. Alright, let's talk Ari. She's fast. She's disruptive on defense. And while she's streaky offensively, she's got that dog in her game. Do I want her as the starter next to Caitlin? Probably not. But do I love her as a bench spark plug who can push pace and press the ball? Absolutely. As long as everyone understands. When Caitlin's on the floor, the ball goes through her. Verdict: keep. Energizer off the bench. Michaela Timson, the future at the 4. You want a breakout candidate for next year? KK Timson. She is raw, but you can see the flashes. Athleticism, off the charts. Rebounding, tenacious. Defense, improving every game. Give this girl minutes, give her confidence, and watch her take that next step. She's exactly the type of dynamic forward you want flanking Aaliyah Boston. Let her develop into the starting 4. The DeWanna Bonner replacement. The future. Verdict: keep. Long-term investment. Brianna Turner, time's up. Let's keep this short and sweet. What does Bri Turner bring that someone else can't? The defense is dipped. The offense was never really there. And if we're being honest, the vibes aren't strong either. There's no real reason to keep her on when better options exist. Verdict: step. Clean break. Kelsey Mitchell, the wild card. Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell. This is the toughest decision of the offseason. She's a bucket, no question. She's been that girl for Indiana for years. And now, the offense is slowly transitioning to being Caitlin's show. Can they coexist? Sure. But are we about to max Kelsey out when the team is clearly changing direction? If she wants to stay and buy into the vision, I'm cool with it. But if she wants to walk and be the star elsewhere, I won't lose sleep. Because again, we got CC. Verdict: 50/50ths. Let it play out. No panic. Final verdict: who should the Fever keep around Caitlin Clark? Alright, y'all. Let's break this all the way down. Players to keep: Caitlin Clark, DUH. Aaliyah Boston, Twin Tower. Chloe Bibby, stretch potential. Sophie Cunningham, toughness and shooting. Lexi Hull, glue girl. Ari McDonald, spark plug guard. Michaela Timson, future star of the 4. Players to let walk: Sydney Carlson, locker room vet but time's up. Dantas, serviceable but replaceable. Natasha Howard, inconsistent fit. Bri Turner, easily replaceable. On the fence: Kelsey Mitchell, if the price and role are right, she stays. If not, peace. And there it is, folks. That's the full breakdown. That's who I'm rocking with, and who I think Caitlin Clark needs next to her as this franchise tries to win a chip in the next couple of years. I know you've got opinions, so I want them all. Get in those comments right now and tell me who you're keeping, who you're letting walk, and what you would do if you were building around Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. This is TFD, the Fever Den, and we keep it real. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. And until next time, keep riding the CC wave, and let's get ready for a legendary 2025.